It's another typical day, and I find myself scrolling through my social media feed, just like I do it every other morning. Minutes turn into hours as I mindlessly tap and swipe, unaware of the precious time slipping away. Or perhaps it's that never-ending cycle of emails, each demanding my attention and pulling me further into this abyss of my inbox. Months went by and I realized that these habits were not only time-consuming, they were stealing precious moments of my life that I could never get back. That's when I decided to take back control of my time. One by one, I slowly started integrating some small habits into my daily routine that allowed me not only get some time back throughout the day, but also enabled me to spend that time more purposefully, creating a more joyful life. Yes, I pled guilty for being a big snoozer. The snooze button is made to be tapped on so easily, I just can't help it in the mornings. And not only that, if I use my phone as an alarm clock next to my bed, I will for sure check my notifications in the morning and then scroll my phone for at least 30 minutes straight. And that's such a waste of time and my morning mental capacity. So here's a few things I do now to save my precious morning time. Getting an alarm clock. Going back old school sometimes helps. If I use this alarm clock and I don't have my phone next to my bed, then at least I save some of the time from scrolling on my phone right away when I wake up. These alarm clocks though do have a snooze button. So to make sure that I actually get up, the next thing to do is place this alarm clock as far from my bed as possible. This would help me get out of bed right away and go to the direction that I need to go to, whether it's to brush my teeth or to go and get my day started. Now, initially when I tried this, I actually really hated it because on the alarm clock, at least the one that I got, the sound is so loud and keeps ringing and ringing until you actually get to the place you put it and turn it off. So the next trick is sometimes I still use my phone as an alarm clock because on the phone you actually can choose a tone, a music, a cute little thing that will wake you up in the morning. Makes it so much easier to open your eyes and just start enjoying the day with music on the background. That's how my morning starts now, and it saves me at least 30 minutes every morning. I'm very easily distracted. It's especially hard when I start working on something very early in the day and I feel like I still have the whole day to complete the tasks. So I will start doing something in between, talking to my colleagues, texting a friend, and just getting very distracted because there's still time. So what helps me is blocking time to work on specific tasks and projects. This way I have specific time frames and mini deadlines that I need to meet to complete each of those projects. So here are the few steps that I took to make this habit stick. First of all, planning things in advance using a planner, a physical planner, or a Google Calendar. For example, for a video like this one, I would need to write down the script, plan out all the video shots and actually film the video and edit the video. And if I didn't plan this out, it could take me months to finish just this one video. So planning things out and setting deadline for each of those tasks really helps me to actually build myself for success. For my personal projects, I block in time in my Google Calendar for this specific project and I make sure that I use that time for only this one task. However, let's say instead of 1 or 2 hours, I block in 4 hours straight to work on this one task. To be honest with you, I don't think that I could be sitting still and focus on one task for that long. So it's best to chop the task into small timelines and focus on them during those times. Breaking the task into short, multiple time blocks is much better than trying to do it all at once. But I hear you, what if you have a time crunch and you need to get this done ASAP? Then definitely take breaks. Taking 5 to 10 minutes break will help prevent us from a burnout, and that would definitely benefit the quality of our work, our mental focus and mental health, so that you can get back into it right after the break with a clear mind, making sure that you're still productive and putting out the best quality you can. I used to have these thoughts: I don't have time to exercise, or it will just make me tired and lazy. Oh, I was wrong. Making time to exercise has been a game changer for me. Not only it boosts my energy level, it also enhances my productivity because I have all this energy to get more things done in less time. The thing is, when I just got started exercising, yes, I would get tired and get lazy during the day, but the more I got used to it, the more it became such a big part of my routine. And now exercising is a big part of my week to keep me going. So whether it's a yoga session or a quick workout at home, exercising regularly will pay off in more ways than one in the long term. I tend to multitask way too often. Like right now, I'm talking to you while also feeding my cat. Sometimes multitasking can be beneficial, but sometimes it could be very counterproductive. So understanding what tasks we can combine and what tasks we shouldn't is very important. Taking a step back, let's think of the tasks that do not require too much effort, that we can do automatically and almost intuitively. For me, it's cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, walking to work. These tasks mostly don't require me to put any conscious effort into, so I could easily combine them with doing something else, of course without sacrificing quality. So what task requires some conscious efforts from me? Let's break it down into two buckets. That will help me build my multitask list. So anything that requires deep focus, I wouldn't put on my multitask list. Like studying for an exam, writing a script, or doing my taxes. I don't want to put an extra zero accidentally somewhere. There are tasks though that are less demanding. Some of them are productive, like listening to an educational podcast, and some of them are just enjoyable, like watching a TV show. Obviously, as a human being, I can't be productive 24/7, so sometimes I just want to do tasks that I have fun with, that I enjoy. So that's why combining something that is unconsciously easily done with something like watching a TV show would be so beneficial. At least I don't spend hours and hours in front of the TV. So the tasks that I could potentially combine are things like watching a TV show while cooking, watching a TV show while folding laundry, or listening to a podcast while walking to work, listening to a podcast while working out at the gym. Combining tasks like that could potentially save me up to 10 hours a week. I used to think that if I don't accept a friend's invitation to hang out, or if I don't come to the party, I would become irrelevant. And I was afraid to lose these connections, to lose these friendships, so I would always try to be present, to show up, and to please people. And then I slowly learned that it doesn't matter if I am there or not. The friends will stay my friends. They will understand what I'm going through and what I want to focus on. It's so easy for me to get caught up in saying yes to every single opportunity that comes my way, if I can call them opportunities. But basically, I could go out every evening after work, spending time with people every single day. And it's good sometimes, but sometimes it's not that great if these meetings, these hangouts are not aligned with my goals. Now I've learned to say no, and that's okay. And I finally freed up my time so that I can spend that time on things that matters to me, like hanging out with my cat. This is how I set my priorities. I break everything down into the buckets of things that are important to me. They are ever-changing, but at this moment, here are the few buckets that I focus on. My family, and then my health. I have my career, and my last bucket is joy. I actually put them up here, and I said goals, very specific goals for each of these buckets, making sure that they're updated every month, that I'm reaching the goals monthly, and that I feel excited about achieving things that I set for myself and that are important to me. Having these buckets and very specific goals really help me to stay focused and prioritize. So if there's an invitation that comes my way and it's not aligned with my goal, I would simply say no with no regrets. Remember that every time you're saying no to something that doesn't align with your goals, you're saying yes to yourself and to your dreams. And there you have it, the 5 habits that help me reclaim hours and hours of my week. Time really flies by. That's why it's so important to respect your own time and respect everyone else's time. So stay focused and keep hustling.